What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Rail. So in today's video, I want to show you guys this gun box offset week mini scheme. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So a lot of you guys might not have heard of this formation, but we are in the spread playbook again. We are in the spread offensive playbook. Now, before we go any further, I want to introduce you guys to my website if you already haven't seen it. All Things Madden will be the future for the Madden community. This is so much more than your standard ebook website. This website right here is designed for everything that you love to do in Madden. We know you love tournaments. We know you love to play CFLs. We have money CFLs. We have free CFLs. We even give you reward points for shopping on our website. There's also an amazing feature that we put on there called Request an Ebook. Now, this is the exact process that you'll go through when you actually check out, and we also offer a number of payments. So go ahead and head over to allthingsmadden.com to see what all the hype is about. Alright, so we are, like I said, in the gun box offset weekend. We are in the spread playbook. Now, I actually really love this formation simply because you can actually get 4 receivers out there. Now, all you need to do that is actually go to the packages, and you want to go to tight end wide out. So what it's going to do, it's going to put your tight end in this position right here, and all you're going to want to do is sub in the receiver, and then you can sub in whoever you want to. So me personally, I put Allen Hurns here, so that's why he is here already. So notice how we have 4 receivers out there now. So you definitely don't have to do it this way. If you have a great tight end, just leave them in at the outside position or just run it normal. So if you run it normal, you have the ability to audible between different formations. Now, why I'm doing the video on this formation, you're probably wondering. For one, I like the spread playbook. It has 33 formations that are good. But for two, they actually have a really unique playbook. So they have this wide trap, which is actually extremely good. They also have read option, they have outside zone, and they have inside zone. So you can have a crazy run game. Now, there's a lot of good plays in here. So if you want this full formation, please make sure you go request this formation in the ebook on my personal ebooks section. So on my website, allthingsmadden.com, please make sure you request this formation for a personal ebook if you're interested in this full formation. So anyways, they have a lot of great plays. The slot trail, middle, high, low is extremely overpowered. Verticals is really good. Wide cross post, and also they have this curl flat and halfback angle, which, like I said, this playbook is actually really nice. So what I'm going to do is show you what wide trap looks like, and then I'm actually going to show you verticals as far as just a little mini scheme. And then, like I said, there's so many different things you can do. You can actually bomb different coverages. Wide cross post lets you bomb different coverages like that. And there's a couple more formations, a couple more plays such as PA read that can bomb a few coverages. But anyways, if you want all those bombs, just please get the full ebook, because I'm not going to spend today's video talking about that. So with this verticals, there's actually a lot that we can do. So what I did was just sub out these 3 defensive linemen, just put in some guard receivers like I have time. Now I did put in fast linebackers, fast safeties at the linebacker position. So anyways, let's go in and get this video started, man. So first and foremost, before I talk about any dots, you always want to run this to where these 3 receivers are on the wide side of the field. And one thing to keep in mind too is that the only person that can't get motion across is this guy. So notice how he's not going to be able to go across. He's only going to be able to go right there. And I believe it's the same thing for this receiver out here. I don't think he goes all the way across either. Yep. So that's the only thing you should know, is that your 2 outsides can't get motion across the formation. But your 2 slots, they can actually get motion across if you want to. So it still makes it, pretty usable. Now, this wide trap is actually really nice. So as long as you get good blocking, a lot of times you're going to be able to cut it back. Now, I know I did take Kenny Clark out and, Zadarius Smith. But if you are worried about getting, instant shedded, then you can actually just double team this D tackle right here. So notice how we double team them, and then we are able to actually pick up a few extra yards because of that. And then, as you guys know, when you double team somebody, they won't be able to shed you really quick. So don't forget the run game. They also have read option. Like I said, they have outside zone. Just play around with those runs. That's not what I'm here for, to give you run plays, but they're really nice. Now, there's 2 setups I want to give you out of this that's really nice. So the first one is a zone spacing concept. So what we're going to do is take square, put them on a smoke screen, and then we're going to take circle, put them on an out route. We're going to take R1, we're actually put him on a hitch, and then we're going to take X and put him on a curl route. So this spacing concept will beat every single zone coverage in the game. Just be careful versus match and man coverage. I would not run this against man coverage at all, but some matches this concept will work. But just be careful. But like I said, I love this versus your cover 4 drops, your cover 3s, your cover 2s, you know, even if they zone drop, you know. So this is the setup right here. Now this setup is really nice just because simply we're going to be able to have a lot open. So as you guys know, if they don't zone drop, you can actually throw that right there and have that every single day, just because of how Madden kind of tried to take that concept away. But what they did was just make this throw even more wide open. So this curl flat, if he's not zone dropped, he's going to follow this every single time. That's going to leave this dot wide open. And then this right here, this hook curl, is always going to go on this curl route. And then this purple, or whoever's out there, is going to have to get widened out by the out route. So we're going to have this wide open dot every single time. So you can tell we have just a two-way go. Now, sometimes, depending on what they're doing with this hook curl, sometimes you can have this pass inside right here. Now, if they're not zone dropping, it's not really going to be that open. You definitely can throw a pick, so please, you know, don't be tempted, but just take the safest route on that one. Now, I'll show you real quick. I still have cover 3 on the field, but I want to show you real quick that just to be careful, and that you can, you know, if you're not careful, you can throw a pick. So a lot of times you can throw it right there. It all just depends on who you have at quarterback, and all depends on what they're doing. But the safest throw a lot of times is going to be that square. So let's talk about cover 2, because I want to show you cover 2. So with cover 2, it's going to be the same thing. Like I said, getting that square on the smoke screen, circle on the out route. You want to take X, put them on a curl. You want to take R1, put them on a hitch, and it's just like this. Now with cover 2 is going to be pretty much the same thing, except for right there we're going to have him. And the only difference is that with this particular setup, you actually want to look at X and that flat route. And like I said, it all depends on if they're zone dropping or not. Because if they're zone dropping, then this guy will just be even more wide open, because this guy's going to do the same thing. Now if they put him in a hard flat, what's cool is a lot of times you can actually throw this pass on the outside pass lead if this guy's playing like a hard flat. So it's just a really nice concept. Now what I was trying to tell you is that the user will be either here or they'll be over here. So if the user's on this side, like if this is the user, I would just read this side of the field only. So that's how I do it. Now if the user obviously is over here, you know, trying to lurk this or lurk that, then essentially I would actually just low ball this pass right there. So that's exactly how you want to play it. Please do not get baited. So last thing I want to show you what this is, cover 4 drop. Now it's literally going to be the same thing. Like I said, I have another setup for you that's good versus zones too. But this is just a quick boom boom play. That's what I like to call it, a boom boom. So notice how right there we can actually throw that. And then, you know, you'll be able to get about, you know, 8, 9, possibly 10 yards. It all just depends on who you have. So again, that's my favorite zone spacing concept. Now this setup right here is actually, this vertical is really good because of this route. It's basically your crosser route, but it's a lot better than the other cross routes that's in this playbook, and you'll see if you start practicing around with this formation. So my setup for this one is take a square, put them on a streak. I like to take my running back, put them on a swing route. I like to take X right here, put them on a slant. And I like to take circle, put them on a zig route, and then I like to actually motion this guy across now. So now we got a nice little spacing concept. Now square might, okay, cool, they cleared him. So right there, I got hollered at, so I had to throw that ball extremely early, but we're going to actually hop into replay, and I'm going to show you exactly why I like this. So hopefully you do not have to worry about getting screamed at like this. If you do, I'm sorry. But anyways, it's just a simple concept. You know, right there, you just want to read between the backside slant and the crosser. It's your typical crosser slant combo. That's just what's great about it. It's really, you know, you guys know that that's really OP in Madden. It's been OP for years and years. But anyway, you see this room out here. So normally he only turned back because the ball was thrown. But normally you'd want to drift out the pocket a little bit if you wanted to throw this. You don't have to drift out, but you know, you want to drift out a little bit. You can just throw this ball down here on the pass lead and throw it and get an easy completion. Now, next thing I want to show you is versus cover 2. So with cover 2 is going to be literally the same exact throw. So again, we're going to take, I think I accidentally switched to play. Yeah, I did. So what we're going to do is take square, put them on a streak. We're going to take circle, put them on a zig, triangle on the swing route to the single receiver side, X on the slant, and then we're going to go ahead and motion that guy across. And like I said, you're really just wanting to read between X and R1. That's all you want. So let's say the user went with X, and then we're going to throw R1. Now, I got a bad pass lead, but you want to pass lead that ball down and outside. Quickly, I'll hop into replay just to show you, but I got a terrible animation on that. And that happens from time to time. I wish it didn't, but you know, it will happen. So like I said, you can throw this ball right now, and look at this room. That's what I was trying to tell you. This is where you want to throw the ball down and outside. Notice how I got kind of just a bad pass lead. Normally you want to fit this ball right about here, which is definitely a realistic throw that you can make. So now next thing I want to talk about is man coverage. So with man coverage, it all just depends on your personnel. But if they're running a true man coverage like this, there's better plays honestly than verticals, but vertical is still good. Don't get me wrong, it's still good, but there's better plays in here that beats man coverage, you know. So this cross route definitely does. Now if you have a fast guy right here, and then maybe they got this guy in like a so maybe they're playing defense like this or something, then sometimes you can have that wheel route. It all just depends on if you're current gen or next gen. Now next gen, that wheel route is a little bit better. But current gen is which is, you know, what we're talking about right here. So let's say they call, you know, inside underneath, they try to play this style of man coverage where, you know, they use this guy right here and try to go lurk something. So what I would tell you to do is actually just take circle. You could literally just use the same setup, honestly. So because the same setup will work. So again, that's square on the streak, triangle on the swing route. Except for a swing route, I'd probably take and put them on the option route this time. Circle on the zig, X on the slant, and then you want to go ahead and motion that guy across. Now this is going to force your opponent to have to put some type of double purple out there. Now sometimes that streak can get in the way. Oh, also I forgot to tell you, so this isn't a regular style crosser. It's more of a zone beating crosser route, so I'll go ahead and show you that real quick too. Now there are better ways to beat man coverage in this playbook, please know, and I may just give you guys one of those setups that really destroy man coverage, just so you can have just a complete mini scheme. So anyways, notice how this route is kind of not ran, you know, to where you can throw this ball down here. So just be very careful if they have a deep path. Now if I have to play in my audible, I'll actually just show you. So one of the quick little man beaters I like is slot trail. So with this setup, let's go to man coverage. So this is going to destroy this style of man coverage where they're going to try to say inside, underneath, and they're going to try to just use this guy and just try to take away things without putting purples. This will destroy that concept. So all you got to do is simply just take R1, put them on a slant, and now you can swing your running back if you want to. And normally I like to run it just like this. So the reason why I like to run it like this with these two streaks on the outside is because sometimes you actually get really good animations. And you'll be able to actually, you know, if they're not having those deep halves, then, you know, you can basically possibly have a touchdown depending on what they're doing, depending on who gets off press, you know. So anyways, it's just a simple read between a backside slant and an angle route. But that angle route, as you guys know, is going to torch man coverage, especially if you have a receiver running that angle route. Now this is Will Fuller, so you know he isn't the best route runner on the game, but and also he's not the best route runner on the game either. But you could tell he got bumped. But anyways, you're going to just make a read between, you know, the slant and the angle route, because both of those are going to kill man coverage, and it's going to force your opponent to have to start trying to play purples. And when we start playing purples, then there's other plays we can run that would just completely expose those purples. But like I said, if you're curious about the full ebook, please get it. I just don't want to spend too long on these videos. That's the only reason why I do it, because I don't want to spend 30-40 minutes per video, you know. So I'd rather just put it all in the ebook and then be done with this. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video though. Let me know how you guys like this little mini scheme. It's honestly really fun, and you'll win a lot of games with this because this little box formation is kind of OP. It's just a lot that you can do out of it, honestly. So just try it out. I know you'll love it. You'll have fun with it. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Rail, and I'm out.